Well, we've moved location and I'm somewhere very special. This is the Paris 2024 office. This is where all the planning happens for the games, and of course the games includes climbing, so it's important that we're here, and I'm here to meet this man, Vincent, who, well, I've seen you on the World Cup a load, but this is a very different environment.
Yeah, welcome in Paris 2024 in this headquarters. It's amazing headquarters, it's comfortable facilities, and happy to be there and I make you the visit.
Yes, I'd love to. It's a beautiful place. I know we've got people to talk to, and I guess we're going to head to an office, right?
Yeah. Come on, here. So here we are in the part of the MOC, which will be the main operational center during the games. And that's from this place that all the competition venues and non-competition venues will be monitored. From Paris, from France, and even from Tahiti.
Wow, it's like a worldwide operation.
So Matt, I've got something to do. Aurélie is waiting for you in the room meeting 225.
Okay.
So I'll let you
Cool.
join there.
I'll see you in a bit.
And see you.
Cheers, man.
Ciao.
Hello.
Hello, I'm fine, and yourself?
I'm good. First of all, could you just, for people who don't know who you are, what's your name and what do you do for Paris 2024?
So I'm Aurélie Merle, weird French name, it means blackbird, and I'm the Sports Executive Director for Paris 2024, which means that I'm in charge of everything related to competition delivery for all the sports. So we have 32 for the Olympics and 22 for the Paralympics, but also anti-doping and sports presentation, training venues, competition schedule, so all of this.
That is a huge, I'm trying to get my head around the amount of logistics that must entail. It's incredible. So generally, tell me about Paris 2024, because it's an incredibly exciting event to be coming to the city. How much of a challenge is it to put this thing on?
Well, for us, we're extremely proud to be having the Games, because the last time we hosted the Olympics were in 1924, so 100 years ago. So, I mean, it's an amazing opportunity for us to showcase what France has at its best, and also, I mean, to welcome the world and the best athletes and to ensure that they will have an amazing experience.
Why should we be excited about Paris, and what makes Paris especially special?
I mean, first, in one of the best city in the world. I mean, honestly, I think we really wanted to showcase modern games, games of a new era, because we're going to be changing the model. We don't want to have like a park where all the different sports are taking place, but the Olympic park is going to be Paris and the neighborhood. So it's an opportunity to also bridge the gap between the inhabitants and give them an opportunity to attend, being the competition, the road event, the celebration site. So it's going to be a real party in Paris. And also, you know, we like to be innovative. So for the first time, we're going to have an opening ceremony on the River Seine, so in the middle of the city for 6 kilometers. The athletes are going to be on boats, and it's going to be just incredible. And also some of our most iconic venues will be transformed into competition venues. So you will have, for example, beach volleyball at the foot of the Eiffel Tower, or archery in front of Les Invalides. So honestly, I think it's an opportunity of a lifetime.
It's always great when a sport has local heroes, and we recently spent time with Oriane Berton, who is an incredible French star who has qualified for the Games. Having an athlete like that from her home city, that's got to be a big asset to you, and also exciting for the people watching the event itself.
One of the things as well with Oriane is like for the Paris Games, for the first time, we're going to have full gender parity when it comes to athletes. So in 1900, it was the first time in Paris as well that the women were into the Olympic Games. There were only 22 at the time, and now we have full gender parity. So it's an opportunity for us to also showcase all these amazing female athletes, give them the attention they deserve, being with OBS on TV, but also I think in the press. So we are keen to ensure that examples, leaders like that are much more in the spotlights, to have new generation as well of young female athletes that for the next generation are inspired by them.
I suppose on the flip side of the fact that it's coming soon, it's going to be finished soon, and all this will be packed away and we move on. So if you look back now, what are you going to be proud of leaving behind when it's all finished?
it would have been 8 years that I worked on this project, from the bid until the end. And what's exciting is to see how actually our project became stronger. And for me, like, it will be if the athletes are happy, contented, and I could see during the test events, for example, last year, that a lot of athletes were amazed with some of the venues proposed, with the quality of the events and the competitions. So if the athletes are happy, if the spectators are thrilled, they're going to be full stadium. We have sold all of our tickets, for example, for sports climbing. So, you know, if everyone is full of joy, then I think I can live happily after and have a rest.
Hello!
Hey, that's my turn.
It's your turn. Come and take a seat. Look, we know who you are, but tell me a bit more about what you do, because I've seen you at World Cups a lot. How have you transitioned from the IFSC World Cup scene into Paris 2024, and what are the similarities between the roles?
When the opportunity came to me to join the Paris 24 adventure, it was at first a great honor and a great challenge, so I didn't hesitate 1 minute, and I skipped from the IFSC to the Paris 24 sport management.
I keep hearing the word legacy thrown around, and I guess that's something that you guys are building on, because we had the first Olympic Games in Tokyo. Have you taken anything from those games that you're using for these games and then hoping to improve for the future?
After the Paris game, there will be a big amount of old macros and volume, which have been used during the competition. And all this material and all the equipment will be split in different package and reused for other competition or other continental council or things like that. And we are dealing and working with the IF on the legacy of all this equipment.
I loved watching the Tokyo Olympics. It was incredible, but there was a lack of crowds because of COVID. It's going to be a crazy moment when those doors open for the first time and people walk into the stadium and you start to feel that buzz. That's going to be special. And personally, how are you going to feel about that?
I think the other emotional point will be for me on July 29th, when the first athlete will drop off the bus and arrive on the venue. Because we do all this job for the athlete at first, for the sport, to put stars in the eyes of the spectators, but athletes for me will be a very, very important moment on this moment.
I couldn't have thought of a better way to describe it. You've got me excited about something that I'm already excited about. So look, it's going to be brilliant. And thank you so much for all the hard work you've put in, because I don't think we realise how detailed this whole event is. There's a lot that goes into it. So thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
In our final episode, we talked to IFSC President Marco Scalaris about the past, present and future of sport climbing.